Thanks, Dom. Now, the NBA playoffs are fully underway, and it's been pure entertainment, to say the least. No Ja Morant, no problem for the Memphis Grizzlies as they tied up their series with the Los Angeles Lakers at 1-1. Xavier Tillman scored a career-high 22 points along with 13 rebounds. Even without Morant, Memphis guards Tyus Jones and Desmond Bane wreaked havoc in the pick-and-roll game as their pull-up jumpers forced Anthony Davis to play out, giving Tillman free reign down low. Package that with LeBron James posting a team-worst -17 in plus-minus, the Lakers head back home, feeling a bit unsatisfied. 2023 NBA Coach of the Year Mike Brown has his Sacramento Kings in a 2-0 series lead over the Golden State Warriors, which is the first time in Stephen Curry's career where he's been down 0-2 in the playoffs. The NBA's first ever recipient of the Clutch Player of the Year award, De'Aaron Fox, has been cooking, averaging 31 points, 7 assists, and 3.5 steals so far in the series. However, this matchup will only get more interesting as Warriors forward Draymond Green has been suspended for Game 3, along with Kings big man Domantas Sabonis being questionable to play with a sternum contusion. Catching a flight over to the East, the Milwaukee Bucks didn't miss Giannis Antetokounmpo at all. Brook Lopez and Drew Holiday combined for 49 points, while the rest of the Bucks trounced the Miami Heat 138-122 on Wednesday, tying their Eastern Conference first-round playoff series at a game apiece. Milwaukee shot 25 of 49 for three-point range to match an NBA record for three-pointers in a game as the Bucks showcased their depth by thriving without their two-time MVP. Pat Connaughton, who didn't play in Game 1, scored a playoff career-high 22 points and shot 6 of 10 from beyond the arc. Last but not least, we stay in the East as the Philadelphia 76ers take care of the Brooklyn Nets, securing a comfortable 2-0 series lead. Tyrese Maxey hit 6 three-pointers and scored 33 points, while Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris had 20 points apiece, as the Philadelphia 76ers beat the Brooklyn Nets 96-84 on Monday night. Embiid, the two-time NBA scoring champion, was quiet offensively, going 6 of 11 from the floor, but he did just about everything else. The MVP finalist had 19 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 blocks. With no end in sight just yet for the NBA playoffs, here's Quinson with the rest of the matchups.
Thanks, Jay. The LA Clippers versus the Phoenix Suns series has truly been a dogfight thus far. Game 1, the Clippers took the win on the road 115-110 with Kawhi Leonard leading the team with 38 points and Russell Westbrook getting the clutch defensive stop and forced turnover despite a low shooting performance. Game 2, the Suns retaliate with the win 123-109 with Devin Booker leading his team with 38 of his own. Also, Chris Paul has finally won a playoff game with NBA referee Scott Foster officiating Game 2 after going 0 for 14 in the playoffs. The series is now tied 1-1 as the Suns are now in Los Angeles to face the Clippers without Kawhi, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Next up, we have the Boston Celtics versus the Atlanta Hawks. The Celtics have dominated both games at home, winning Game 1, 112-99, with Jaylen Brown rallying 29 points and 12 rebounds. Game 2 was no different, with Jason Tatum taking charge and scoring 29 of his own, along with 10 rebounds and 6 assists. Hawks star Trae Young has struggled offensively from the field, shooting combined 33% from the field and 23% from three in both games. He also has a total of 10 turnovers. And up next, we have the New York Knicks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. The series is tied right now 1-1 with the Knicks pulling off a win in Cleveland for Game 1, 101-97. Jalen Brunson scored 27 points with 21 coming in the second half, and Josh Hart coming off the bench with 17 points and 10 rebounds, along with the clutch 3 in crunch time. Donovan Mitchell kept his team in the game with 38 points despite the loss. However, the Cavs were able to bounce back and win Game 2 with Darius Garland leading the team with 32 points, scoring 26 in the first half and 7 assists. Last but not least, we had the Denver Nuggets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Game 1 featured a 29-point blowout for the Nuggets, winning 109-80. Nuggets guard Jamal Murray put up 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, shooting 41%. Two-time MVP Nikola Jokic re-aggravated a right wrist sprain in Game 1. However, he was able to still put up 13 points and 14 rebounds. Game 2, the Nuggets get the job done again, 122-113, leading the series 2-0. Murray led his team with 40 points, tallying 6 three-pointers made. Now, Jay, with all the craziness going on in the playoffs right now, what matchup has been your favorite to watch so far?
Well, Q, it's got to be the Warriors and Kings series. Although the Kings lead 2-0, it's been nothing but pure entertainment.
Well, yeah, I definitely agree with that. And Dom and Kirk, what do you guys think of the playoffs so far?
Well, Quinton, I mean, it's been a very fun playoff, as you said there, and there's been a lot of action that they just covered. And I have to say that, Kirk, my favorite playoff series to watch so far is the Los Angeles Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies. There's plenty of competition, but I really love the matchup between Dylan Brooks and LeBron James.
Absolutely. I've been following that one closely, but I side with Jay Gucci when he talked about the Kings and the Warriors. We're here at Game 3. The Kings have been one of the surprises of the season in terms of they've been arguably the best team all season long, and the Warriors have proven they're having a difficult time stopping that offense. Now you don't have Draymond Green here for Game 3, and I don't see how, one, the Warriors are going to be able to stop the Kings in Game 3, and with a 3-0 lead, I just don't see how the Warriors can come back from that. And you can't help but think back to 2016. Draymond Green, very similar situation, arguably cost the Warriors the finals there. This might cost them out in the first round, which would be a big surprise, even with how well the Kings have played.
But also in 2016, Golden State did come back from a 3-1 deficit against Oklahoma City in the conference final.
That-
But Curry, like Jay said, he's in an unprecedented territory, being down 2-0 in a series for the first time in his career. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
And that's the thing, 3-0 versus 3-1 is an entirely different thing.
Most definitely.